Alright, what's going on, YouTube? Coming back. Took a little break. It's been about 3-4 weeks that last video I posted. I did end up taking the motor back out. I am replacing the oil pan. Couple little stuff I was about to change. Gotta take my knock sensor harness off. Knock sensors. I'll probably do the knock sensors. No. I'm gonna have to take them out. Take them out. Clean this up. Had a little oil spill. I have to clean all that up. But yeah. Car is back. Without an engine. Was not comfortable with how it was. Didn't want that motor to go, blow up in case there was some sort of flex. They just cracked that oil pan and there goes that motor. Pretty much I'm gonna try to film right now. Swap that oil pan out. Put the other one with the pickup tube. Put the motor mounts back on. Has some, but I'm gonna put the other swap mounts that it had. They're identical, pretty much you could say, but I just don't want any difference than how it was. So I'm gonna just throw on these other ones. Pretty much same mounts. I think these are like from Dirty Dingo, I believe, or something like that. And these are some, can't remember, but it should be the same thing. I think the steel just might be the slightest difference off. So I'm putting those back on since I had those on the car. Taking those off. Like I said, it's been 3 weeks since I posted. The goal was to have the car done by New Year's. That ain't happened. Pretty much my whole point for New Year's was to take the car out. But since out here in California it was raining, all the events for New Year's got canceled. So it kind of like unmotivated me. But everything got postponed and there is a new date out. Not exactly sure when I'll be posting this, but I believe the new big event is for, just go hang out. It's a picnic. It's called, I believe, Majestics or throwing it, Majestic Lowrider Club. So usually it's just go out to the picnic park and hang out, and most of the time is after that's over is pretty much hit the other streets and cruise around. So that's the goal as of right now. Since there is a new date, kind of jump back on it. I thought it was just gonna not happen till probably summer, something else. But yeah, I'm gonna get that going on. Take those bolts off because since Christmas did pass, the wife did purchase me this little plate for Christmas. So I'm gonna be throwing this on. Pretty sure this is gonna do the install way easier than dealing with the chains and stuff like that I have over there, since I'll just be able to hook the thing from the hoist, different angles and stuff like that with this. So that's why I'm gonna be doing that. And the thing I like about this is that I'm not gonna have to be removing my valve covers off every time. With this, it's just the plate right here, what is it, the knock sensors and stuff like that, the valley cover. Replace that. We'll take the bolts off, throw that plate on, call it a day. After I get it all mounted up, then I'll just take that plate off, put everything else. So I'm gonna get to that, swap the mounts, put that plate on. I do have a new oil pan gasket, even though that one's brand new. I'm gonna check it out. I might just replace it. I do have the parts, the new one there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and hopefully I get back right now. It is getting cold out here. It's about, I don't even know, but it does get cold. It's already in 43 degrees out here. So I'm at the point where I'm ready to close this garage up and try to call it, but I'm at least gonna do that. And if I don't set the motor in today, I'll come back with a video. We'll come back tomorrow. But I mean, that's the plan right now. And if not, I mean, if this cold beats me right now, then I might just call it here and just start fresh tomorrow. But I mean, at least I started the video right now, and you guys will see the update. Alright, well, I ended up putting the other oil pan already, pickup two, through the other mounts that were already on the car, threw this hoist plate on. I want to try this out, first time we use this, and everything else is there, just ready to throw it in. Part two, let's try this out. I mean, it should be the last time it's not in the car, and hopefully everything else gets assembled tonight. Alright, well, there it is. Motor back in. Should be there. That's it. No more minor movements, but it's already bolted down. But the adjustment mounts are still loose. But you could definitely tell right there the clearance on the oil pan and the K-member. Way more better. Less clearance from the floor, but should be fine with these wheels. Not going any smaller, so should be okay. Too cold already in the night. It's like 40 degrees, and I'm ready to call it a night. I'm gonna just pick up back tomorrow morning and continue the video. Finish putting the long tube headers, valve covers, probably the intake. Well, I'm gonna still sleep on what intake I'm gonna use, if I use this one or my LS3 intake, just to get it running. Also tomorrow I'll be fabbing up the transmission cross member and testing out my old drive shaft. See if it'll work. If it doesn't, then I gotta order one. Should be ready within a day or two. Fuel system, I gotta put my new fuel pump in, the Air 1000. Other day I picked up on my fuel pressure regulator some fittings that I needed. I got my gauge inside the car, I believe. So I gotta mount this back up with all my fuel line. Put the gauge on. Mount the fuel pump. Then mount the radiator, hoses, which I already have, all that. So I'm hoping I can knock out a lot of it tomorrow with the fuel stuff, fuel pump and stuff like that. I'll include this in this video. That way I just make it all one. I do have to put my new harmonic balancer on. And well, yeah, the crank pulley, some shit, but I will get that going tomorrow. Hoping. I'm gonna make a list tonight, and that way I could go down the list tomorrow, but I'm hoping to start on this early morning, and hopefully by the end of the night it's all there. Realistically, if I do everything early morning, I could possibly fire up tomorrow, maybe the day after, depending. I do have to check on the tune. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I mean, I'm still continuing the video tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here goes the second day. Kind of totally forgot about recording. Been trying to just get stuff done, but I mean, I did start out here a little late. Had some other stuff to do, but I mean, motor's in there, boiled down. I did fab up the cross member for the trans. Motor's pretty much wired up already. Coil packs are on there. Haven't connected that, but all my harness is here already. Connected. Ran my power wire for my alternator. Going down, but I do need to loom this up better. This side as well. Well, as I was saying, I don't know why I cut off. Yeah, everything else is bolted on here. This is for my map sensor that I need to shorten up. Other side for my harness, injectors, coil packs on here. These are on here. I haven't connected coil packs to anything because I do think. Alright, well, I changed it up. My GoPro, it has battery, but I don't know why it keeps dying out right now. So I'm recording from my phone now. As I was saying, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the rest of the clips that I just recorded, but everything connected. Both sides of harness on here. Goes that side, injector, coil pack harness, that. I haven't connected my actual coil pack harnesses to the harness due to, I think I want to replace them. Don't kind of like how this is looking here. So I think I'll be replacing those. Everything else is all headers bolted up with all bolts and everything. All my harnesses all down here, starter connected. And I'm not sure if you could kind of see now the amount of clearance that is from the oil pan to the K-member there. Way more. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a dipstick and tube tomorrow. So there's a small list that I need to get. Well, realistically, just need to go purchase that and a crank bolt so I could put the crank pulley on. That's about it. Even put my firewall bracket back on, so you don't see none of the inside already. And another thing is, I was already gonna start bolting up the new regulator I have here, but I'm having a hard time figuring out where I want to bolt it up to. I could put it back where I had the other one originally, which was here on the wiper mounting spot where the motor would go for the wipers, but I kind of don't want it there. Just for angle wise, kind of want it to look decently good and facing with the gauge like nicely. Other than that, it's pretty much wired up. Like I said, I need that crank bolt so I could put the crank pulley on, so I could put the belt on. It's too cold already out here. It's about 37 degrees in this, so I'll be worrying about all this tomorrow. So the goal for tomorrow, I don't even know if I'm gonna upload all this today and probably just do a whole new video for tomorrow. But the goal for tomorrow would be regulator mounted and connected, install the new fuel pump, the Aeromotive 1000, and pretty much sleep on what intake, because I was just going through it right now and trying to decide, and I wasn't able to. I kind of like how this one looks. It's a little bit more high-rise than the stock LS3 intake, but I did put the brackets on and the other intake that I have. So I think it'd be easier running the LS3 intake just because I could just have, well, throw on my LS3. These are LSA injectors, LSA 1000 injectors. So I just connect it to the other fuel rods that were already, since that intake was already on this car. So even the fuel line that goes from the fuel rows, it's already plumbed all the way out to the right spot. And sensor wise, like map sensor, I already have it in the front extended, stuff like that. So yeah, tomorrow that's the goal. Get a bolt. Hopefully by the morning I already know what I'm gonna do. I will have to go get some bolts, extended bolts or studs, if I'm gonna use the LS3 intake. That way I could reach because of the adapter plates. As of right now, I think that's about it. Harness, the transmission is bolted up as well. I did try to use my old drive shaft. It does not fit, so I have to get a new one since that drive shaft is for the T56. So that's the goal for tomorrow. Finish up that fuel system, well, regulator, fuel pump, figure out what intake, and that's about it. Oh, and install the crank. Then we can put the belt on. And I mean, realistically, I think that would be it. If I start early on it tomorrow, then I don't see why I wouldn't be able to get cranking or possibly running car by the next video. If I do, if I do cut this video short and just like upload this, what I have from yesterday and today. But that's about it. I mean, she's in there. Couple little stuff more, dry shaft, and then put everything else up here, radiator, hoses, but everything that needs to be done is kind of 90% of it, I guess you could say. Wires I just haven't put on because I do want to put some other put new spark plugs. Those spark plugs are new, but just in the movement of everything, I need to take them off and check them, make sure there's nothing cracked or anything like that. But I think I'm just gonna take them off and put some new ones. I do have some oil filter and stuff like that. But yeah, we just cut it off here. Pretty much just show you guys that it's back in, bolted down, harness is connected this time, so it's not coming back out. So we'll sleep on what intake I'm gonna put on, and then probably upload this, and hopefully by tomorrow I would have made my mind up by then to see what intake I'm gonna use. And I'm hoping for the video I'll be recording tomorrow for this to be complete, I guess. Everything installed. I'll probably just worry about radiator and stuff like that after. But everything else should be done. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, and hope you guys like this little update. I mean, she's almost there. Took a little break, but almost there.